Hey guys, Brett here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for part number 3 of our Felsbrunn Dairy series. Alright, so continuing on from our last episode where we picked up some straw bales and stuff up here. I've purchased all that stuff that you guys seen last episode. I've downloaded a few extra mods, as you guys may see already. Downloaded like a fence mod, which is a green wire fence. Pretty cool. Certainly sort of breaks our area off from the public, sort of through there, which we can do that the whole way along. The other thing that I've downloaded, which I'll show you guys, is this fence here, wood fence panel, and this other fence with like a stone sort of post in between 1, 2, and 4 fences. So that's another thing I've downloaded, which we'll probably try and put some fencing and stuff in around here and there. I've also, we'll probably speed up to about maybe 40. I've put in a road down to here. As you guys might see, I've put in a trailer home, which is us, it's not really our home as such. Like, we'll pretend that big building over there is our home, but this is where we're going to spawn each episode instead of spawning way up over here somewhere. And like I said, I put these fences just along the back to give us a bit of privacy, which they actually modelled very well. They are very, very good. I haven't looked at those other ones as yet, but the wire fence and that fence there is pretty good. Other mods I did download was set this guy to go that way. Where's our baling technology? Auto load round bale, Feagle. There should be, or not, there should be a square one too. Whoop. But that must not have installed properly. Anyway, a few things we're going to do today is start mowing. Is one. 2 is we need to lime, which I've got this guy set up here, ready to lime. Where's our other tractor? Our other tractor's in here, ready to come out and mow. And I've also picked up the little Massey Ferguson 5613. Tiny little tractor, only 180 horsepower, but that'll be enough to power the windrower, the tedder, and even the silage baler. The bale wrapper to have silage bales. So it's the reason why I got that, and because we're leasing everything, it's going to be a lot cheaper for us to use that little guy on all that other equipment than use these bigger tractors, which we don't really need to. So we can save a little bit of money. I've also put in up here, as you guys will see once we get up here, I put in our road around to our silo. It's got silage on the brain today. Silo over there, and also put in a 3 garage over there, which has got our water trailer, our milk trailer, and our animal trailer, and our truck is all in there. So this is sort of a storage spot which will work for us, and it's kind of out of the way, and it's not going to interrupt or interfere with all of our grass harvesting and stuff, which is what I'm using down this southern end of the map, down where our little love shack is, I guess we'll call it, our mobile home. So we're just going to lime this guy straight away today, and then we'll go and start mowing, so we can get some grass, some silage bales, some hay bales, and that way, so we can sort of get moving into our mixed ration for the cows, give them 100% productivity. I have put some water in there, fill up as much as they need for the amount of cows we've got. Obviously, once we get some proper feed in there, I'm gonna come back. Didn't stop in time. Gonna come back and fill all that back up again with water and everything else we need. So I'm gonna pretty much spend. We've got 263,000. Maybe spend 200,000 on new cattle. Just because I want to keep a little bit saved up just in case, especially for the turn of the night and that sort of stuff. You know, we don't want to be going into a negative, especially not on our first day in our brand new farm. Alright, so we're going to put this guy away. Now that is limed and ready to go. So I've still got 12 sections here. We still don't have enough room for everything. So I'm kind of trying to double up on some things. So put these guys side by side. On the other side I've got like the windrower and the tedder and all that sort of all stuck together. So I was going to try and keep all our tractors together. So let me open this guy up. This guy away, so we're not going to need you for now. Jump out. We might have to just drag this guy over a little bit. There we go. Jump in our bigger tractor, 8737. Head on out, unfold all of these guys. Might start over this side. Alright, do you... No, I don't think it... Okay, let's go back and let's touch up that little bit. So I don't think it windrows, unfortunately, but we're going to need to tether some anyway. But we need to windrow, as I said, to get some grass bales, some silage. Yeah, grass bales, silage bales, you know, that sort of thing. Hay bales. So you see this sort of area here, like I can probably, as I said, use that plough and turn a lot of this into an actual grass field, like along here. Still leave a bit of dirt and a bit of sand down there. So I'm turning it into a proper field, which will make it a lot better for us, like harvest-wise. Try and get as much grass as we possibly can. I think we own like fairway down there, but there's just nothing once we get past our little home there. There's nothing else down there really for us to mow or anything. We can obviously like mow out the front here and mow up around the field up the top and all that sort of stuff, just to make it look nice, but also, you know, be able to pick up a little bit extra grass. All the grass we can get at the moment is going to come in handy, especially this early on. Go, head back down. So I know you guys have probably seen a lot of mowing already, but as I said, I want to do everything myself, this Let's Play series, and hopefully you guys are all okay with that. Probably a little bit repetitive, but there are a few guys that do a similar thing to what I do. When I play this and do time-lapse, which I have at Ravenport, I usually watch someone like Daggerwin or Diesel Designs or Stocko Glaws or someone on my right hand monitor. I've got 3 monitors, but my right hand monitor I always have YouTube pretty much sitting there all the time, 24/7. YouTube is always on that monitor. And when I'm not recording and I'm like gaming, I usually watch someone do something on YouTube. And obviously recently it's been mainly Farm Simulator, doing an awful lot of that. But so hopefully, yeah, you guys, some of you guys will probably watch it to watch the whole thing. Other people will watch it alongside doing their own farming stuff, which is cool, and it's exactly what I do. So it is all good with me. As I said, we're gonna get all this done, all mowed. I might just tether a few rows down that side. Maybe up and down 2 times, or up once and down once, and then see how much we've got. Try and make I don't know, at least 6 hay bales or something like that, and then try and get some grass bales, and we want to get some silage bales as well. I think we're probably going to need more hay than silage, to be honest, so for every silage bale we pretty much want 2 hay bales, so maybe a little bit more tethering then, just to make sure we get more hay bales. As I said, our ratio is usually 1 straw to 2 hay and 1 silage to make the full 16,000. And hay obviously is a lot easier to get than straw, than silage bales. So and I'm not sure when we added all this land around here, like smoothing and stuff. I don't know if the grass grows back eventually, or doesn't grow back at all. Like over there, we've put dirt and stuff down. I'm pretty certain and hopeful that grass doesn't go through the dirt. But the likes of just in front of the house there, where all I've done is to sort of smooth out the terrain, we can still see the grass underneath. I don't know if the grass will grow back there. I would hope so, if it's only just been smoothed and not actually changed the texture or anything. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Especially down near the farm up here where we've smoothed a lot of it out. So this should be a decent amount of grass for us. So I'd still like to buy that plough, bring that down and turn it into a proper field and try and just maximise the amount of grass we're actually going to get. Like even those trees over there, we can cut some of those guys down just to give us a little bit extra. Go back, we've got this little spot here we've missed. Try and get it with the front mower, there we go. Alright. Turn everything off, fold it all up. That's all the mowing done except for like around here, which I'm not going to worry about too much today. So just to make all this stuff fit, I might put the back one in first. Drive out, turn around, and then put the front mower in, just to sort of maximise the space left over for other items and stuff. Bring this guy over into here. We'll just sit him in here for now, because as I said, we're going to use the tedder now. We'll use our baby tractor for that. This guy was a lot cheaper to lease, and it's going to be a lot cheaper to pay leasing fees every day if we hit that hour mark, which is highly likely. The kind of stuff we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to have to come back with a bigger tractor and use the baler and that sort of thing, but we should be alright. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Might just come all the way over here and start over here. Alright, back him back. Turn him on, head down this way. I don't know how much we're going to get out of 2 rows. I might have a look. Do 2, maybe do a third. As I said, we're going to need more hay to silage, but we also need both silage and grass bales. The grass bales aren't that important. We only need a couple, but definitely need them. So I think if we go back up, it's probably not even half the field. So we at least do one more down, try and tether half the field. Then the other half obviously can be the grass and silage as we need it. Gonna need to do a fair bit of grass work, field work, to keep all these cows fed, especially when we increase the numbers dramatically. Alright, so we'll turn around, we'll go down, one more run. We'll have a look back up and see how it looks. Try not to miss any, that'll be handy as well. I said we can turn this into a field, which should give us better yield and stuff. It'll allow us to hire a worker, but I don't really want to go hiring people. to do anything else. I don't want this to be just like a one-man show sort of thing. I think that'll be plenty. Yeah, that's definitely half, if not more than half. Alright, there we go. We've got a couple of our little boats over there to go fishing on our days off, which we probably won't get any of those. Alright, I'm going to come down and windrow this side first, which will just try and stop us from picking up any grass, hopefully, and then windrow the other side. Nose it into there, which will allow us to back it up a lot better, even though these trailers are really touchy. Beautiful, it's in there. I'll grab the windrower. I think this takes 170 horsepower to use, or 160, and we've got 180, so should be enough. Fingers crossed. Right, as I said, we'll try not to pick up any grass. Try just to make sure we only pick up the hay, which is going to be a little bit difficult as always, but see how we go. To pick up a little bit of grass, I'm not going to be too concerned, but we'll try and avoid it as much as possible. And even if we leave a little bit of hay behind, which mixes with the grass, it should be alright. I don't think it'll stress too much, like the baler won't freak out. You can sort of see we're picking up just a little bit, but it's all good. So I wasn't sure. No, I was going to try and join them together, but it's too much of a pain. Just to give us one big sort of strip of hay instead of 3 ones like this, but I don't think it'll work that well. Oh, so I don't really have any plans of expanding our farm as such. Not yet, anyway. The money that we're going to be making, or the little bit of money we're going to be making, which isn't going to be much early on, we're probably going to use to try and just continue to purchase as many cows as we can and keep that milk going, keep the milk production up. Right, so I mean that's 3 decent rows. That should be a decent amount of hay, I hope. But without it being a proper field, I just don't know what the yield will be like compared to us having it as a field, making sure it's ploughed and limed and fertilised twice and that sort of stuff. You think that would give us a much better yield than just random grass like this. But I said, I don't know. Maybe someone has already tested that. I might have to have a look on YouTube and see if someone's already tested that theory out or not. But that's probably just another episode if that's what we want to do. If you want to plough this entire field and turn it into or entire area and turn it into a field. Now you guys let me know in the comments section if you think we should. If we do, I said that'll probably be another episode. But then again, that plough is pretty big, so won't take us as long as using just like the vanilla ploughs. They're bloody terrible, to be honest. Alright, so getting there. It's probably another turn around here and a run down and then a run back up and we'll be finished. We'll go and jump in our other tractor. I think the next one up would be alright to use for the baler. So I wouldn't go any further anyway past those trees, to be honest, because it's sort of starting to slant down towards the water. We could probably, you know, use the land sculpture tool, but I don't want to use it too much. I only want to use it to sort of just distinguish our farm and have our farm look like it's meant to be, and it's was actually there before we even arrived. That's a little bit annoying. It's off the ground. That's still picking up the other grass. Should probably turn it off instead of lifting it up. So yeah, so it's three good rows of hay, and so it'll be 2.5, I guess you would say, 2.5 rows of grass. There we go. Turn him off, fold him up. Go nice and steady so we don't bang off anything. So the little tractor handled that alright. That's the main thing. So it's going to save us a lot of money in the long run, especially like the end of day and that sort of stuff with our hiring fees. And I don't think it has enough to power the mowers though. I really don't think it would. It's only a little tractor, so. Let's go jump, go around this side, make sure we get in the right one. I like to go and open those doors. Get this one, because we're going to need to stack it. Alright, we'll head down. So we've still got a little bit of straw in there, so it might spit out another straw bale, but that's fine. Oh, unfold it first, it'll be good. Probably should have collected the grass first, because that's picking up hay and treating it still as straw, but it'll be fine, it'll work. So I really don't know how we're going to go with how many we're going to get. So it's picking up a fair bit. So that straw bale will come back and maybe chuck on the back of that that pickup we've got. So I hope that one doesn't fall in the water. So we've got there 2 so far. So we've got 3 coming out. We should get a decent amount, probably even more than we got from the bloody straw up there. Struggling a little bit up the hill. It's not even that steep, but there we go. Now the speed's coming. So that's 5, yeah. That's the other one sitting there right on the end is 6. That's the other one in the middle is 7. We might get 9 or 10 if we're lucky. I don't know what that line is, if you guys could see that. Every now and then I get this weird sort of line in the middle of the screen. I don't know what it is, whether it's my graphics card or the game or something else completely different. Let's go turn you off. Spit those guys out. Come on, drop off. There we go. Turn it back on again. I wonder if this will change to grass. I've only got 56. No, that'll stay as a hay bale by the looks of it. Which isn't a bad thing, but better if it was grass, because we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spit that one out, this will be 10. Chuck it over there. So we're going to need a few grass and probably as much silage as we can get, really. What did I say, we had 10, so we probably need like 5 silage bales. It's probably our focus. We'll make sure we've got 5 silage bales and the rest can be grass. And if we need to, we can try and get some grass from somewhere else. Don't think we can buy grass bales though. I mean, I know we can buy hay bales and stuff, but I'd rather not have to go buying bales. Try and avoid that if we can. I'm really surprised we actually got that. I thought we'd miss heaps then. But good turning circle, picked it all up. See, as I said, we'll probably use a little bit of that where the trees are, but not all. It's starting to go downhill. So the little tractor, even if it could power this thing, it'd probably struggle really bad. Pick up that little bit there. Beautiful. Oop. So how many we got? 4, 5, one behind us 6, we've got 7 now. Well, there's 8 in there. I think we'll get 8. So probably 3 grass bales and the rest will be maybe more, maybe 9. Alright, there we go. Let's chuck them out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 1 down there, so that's 9. 9, it's not too bad. So we grab, so we need at least 5 silage bales. So we do 5 silage and leave the other 4 as this grass. Oops. I think we'll just stack everything on the one trailer because we're going to use it all straight away anyway. Like, we don't need to stack things separately straight away. Once we obviously start getting a lot more hay and silage and straw than what we actually need, we can start stacking them all separate. So open this guy up. So as I said, we want to have 5. So this will be number 1, if we can pick it up all right. There we go, beautiful. I don't know if we need to unload it or if it just unloads itself. Okay, let's have a look at the cows. So 10%, but it's got water. We need grass, say hay or silage, and total mixed ration. No, it drops it itself. Okay, cool. That works well. Move back a little bit. So I don't know, if we cycle through, this guy should be able to, keep zooming out too early, should be able to use the bale stacker. Oop, not if we do that. We'll just be able to jump between trucks, tractors even, as we go. Unload, there we go. Thought it did it automatically. Certainly did last time. So, oops. I know it only likes to take them through when they go a certain way, so. That's 2. 3. 4. Head towards us, and we're going to have to get out and rotate him over a little bit, or something like that. There we go. Grab that one, there we go. That's 3. 4. Get this other guy to be 5. And the rest will just be grass. I'll drop you off. Fold this guy away. Just give him the air out of the way for the minute. So that's 5. Pick up this straw one first. Let's have a look. Is that a hay bale or a grass bale? That's hay. This one's grass. Knew there was one down here. 7. 8, 9, 10. I think we'll have to come back for another load. I think we can only get 16 on here. I might actually go and tip these off because we'll keep them separate from the hay bales just so we know. And this little guy actually has got the front loader attachment as well, so we'll probably use this guy. That's the front loader attachment. Just going to dump these guys off here somewhere. So I might turn around and stack it. This way somewhere. There we go. So we've got the 4 grass on top, so we can chuck them straight in the feed trough. That'll give us 16,000 litres of grass. Before we do that, I think we might actually get the truck, go and pick up as many cows as we can for 200,000, and then come back. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Maybe 10, I think. With that one down by the water as well. Yeah, so that's 4. Plus those other 6. Yep, definitely 10. So obviously our total mixed ration, once we get it, won't last long, because the cows are going to absolutely hoe into it. But we should get a decent amount. So if you have a look now, that's 40,000 litres of hay. So that's, let's say 16, 32, 64. What's that? 70, 90, 80,000. Around about 80,000 litres of total mixed ration with all these, plus the bales we've got down here. Still got that medium silo pit there, which we can use, but it's going to take us a little while before we've got enough grass and stuff to be able to go chucking it into there. So they don't look much different, do they? The hay to the the grass. Obviously the hay's lighter, but it's really not that much difference. Right, so we'll go and put this guy back. Bring him back down here because he's going to use the front loader attachment. We'll put the other guy back as well. Actually, we need to pick up our mixing wagon. Just over there. We'll have to drive into here. Use this side to look back through. Alright, perfect. Smashed it. Not going to bother opening that door and getting out. We should be able to sneak in and grab it with this little nimble tractor. Alright, bring this guy in. Work out where I'm going to actually unhook it. Just like there somewhere. So we need 2 silage, 1 straw, no, 1 straw, 1 silage, and 2 hay. Gonna need a rear weight on this guy by the looks of it, which I didn't think of. Right, shut him down for now. Let's go, where are we, weights? Agco. Fent or Challenger? Fent will do. Massey Ferguson colour though. Lease. So we'll have to pick that guy up. We're gonna go and jump in this guy. Bring this guy back, and we can park him up because we don't need him anymore. That's all done. We'll have to wait for it to grow again. Try and sneak him in. So the I was doing our Aussie Outback series, which was going to be just our cotton series. I have given up on that because I had nothing but trouble with that map, and it was becoming extremely frustrating for me, so I just decided that I'd give that a miss and do something on one of the original maps. This is why we're doing the dairy series, and yeah, hopefully you guys actually like the idea. The other idea I had for another series, which we can do maybe after the dairy series, is just do a full chicken farm. That is it, nothing but chickens. I do believe, have a quick look, I think, no, animal pens, I did get a large chicken coop. So this thing is pretty big. It takes up to 400 chickens, whereas these other little ones, well, that takes 400 as well. So that should be more than that, but it actually something a little bit different compared to the standard chicken coop, which looks really boring. Right, so we'll get this guy out. We're going to go to the animal dealer, which is just down the road and off to the left, which I've never actually been to be honest. I might set our cruise control just to 60. I don't want to be going too quick. Actually, that's a fair way because we can't sneak through. We could just drive up and sneak up through the hill here, but might go the long way. Might try and avoid cutting through hills and fields and all that sort of stuff and just follow the proper road. So field 33 there, so that's another one we could possibly purchase for grass. There's a little house here as well, which we'll end up owning if we buy that field. It's like a lumber area too here. what's here? Soccer field? Wonder if there's any jobs for like mowing the soccer field, baling and stuff. No, because it's not classed as a field. So, right, so this is the barn and the animal dealer all in one. So, if we want to sell silage or whatever, we can sell it here. So we drive in. Back down. That'll do. So we want to get, not pigs, we want to get cows. So I was thinking, say, maybe 10 of each. Which will be perfect, actually. Oh, okay. Brahman white. Did we get? No, we didn't. Okay, so that should be 40. Confirm. I thought we could fit more than that on this guy. Because it is the modified one, I think. Yep. 50 cows. Okay, we've got 50 on board. So we need to come back and get another 30. Right, so we should know where we're going now. Head down here. Thought we could get more than 50, but no, 50 in there. I think that's probably pretty realistic, actually. We wouldn't want too many in there, I suppose. They do seem to glitch out a little bit. Just run straight over a stop sign. It is a decent sized trailer though. I don't know if it's bigger than the standard one. I don't think so. I don't think it's any bigger. I think they're all the same. So as I said, that field there would be pretty good. 271,000. We go all the way up to here too. So there's a lot of grass there actually we can use. We'll even own that little building there, whatever that might be. Don't think it's no sell point or anything. Just a building. It's that green fence. I mean, I don't mind it. You guys let me know. Should we leave that green fence there, or should we go with that other wooden fence with a stone post, which sort of fit more into the area that we're actually in? Alright, let's get rid of all of these. So we've got the Brahman brown, so we don't need any more brown Brahman. We need the other guys. There we go, look at that. Plenty more cows in there. So from Brahman, I think Brahman white down, the guys that we need. So putting these cow fields in, or the cow pastures, I understand that it levels the building, but I wish it wouldn't level the actual field that they're in. So we could put one down the bottom here and have the building level, but have the like the pasture area where they're actually grazing, sort of just following the contour of the land, which would be better, but I understand why it doesn't happen. So I guess we do want to expand. We're going to have to go down towards where our actual house is. Expand down to there with more cow pastures. And then buy this other field for grass, as I said. Just to get things moving in the way they should be. And that's probably the only flat sort of land around that we've got that's close. Like field 16 is not flat, neither is field 8. Field 33 is really not flat either. So we kind of need to expand that way. There's not a lot of flat area around here. Because now that we've got fences, we could flatten all that out and put like a massive fence up here somewhere, but it'll probably just look really stupid if we do. Right, there's our timer. What did we have? Oh, this guy. 1, 2, 3. Confirm. There we go. 63,000 left. Get these guys back. I might just extend this episode a little bit because I wanted to try and get all these guys fed and watered and that sort of stuff this episode, so it might be a little bit longer than normal. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. So I want to try and limit each episode to 45 minutes and no more. Obviously there'll be some times like now that we may go a little bit over. So even this field here, it's not flat to put a cow pasture down. And probably like even here where we're mowing really isn't flat either. But we could probably get away with putting another one in here somewhere and just sort of trying to contour the land so it actually looks like it's meant to. Right, so we're going to have 80, is that 88 cows? Right, get these guys dropped off. Come on. I need to be inside that. There we go. Drop those guys off. Now what I'm going to quickly do, while this guy's still sitting there, I'm going to try and get a new screenshot for us without that field info in the way. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Go back down. I'm going to have to turn it back off, otherwise... Oops, I think I just went straight past it. It is a bit of a pain otherwise. There we go. You don't have the marker there if you don't turn it back off. Alright, so to get this trailer in, I always go all the way around, do like the big loop. I know there's a little bit of grass there, but I left it there. I thought that'll kind of just look like as if the grass is sort of trying to grow through the concrete. Swing this guy right in. We have to back him right to the back of the shed because it only just fits in. Okay, only just fits. We'll grab our water tank, which is the middle guy. Get him out. Cannot see those bloody trees. Alright, so we've got to go through the middle here to drop the water off. As you guys can see, straight through to here. And just at the end here is where the water goes. Alright, so we'll shut him down for a second. Don't know, the grass sort of goes in the middle there. Hoping we can get these in alright without causing too many dramas. There we go, perfect. Just glad we could actually get them without having to put a weight on the back. We're definitely going to have to get a weight anyway just to make sure. That seemed to go reasonably alright. It's more with it. I know even that's not too bad. Like it's not causing too many dramas. But a weight would be a lot better. That way we don't have to worry about us tipping over or anything. Come on, get off there. There we go. So I did want to come off then. back this guy back. Stop there for the minute. Trying to poke our eyes out. How much water is that? Oh, geez, we're going to need tons of water. See how much water we need, and we're going to need a lot more feed than we are water. So, swing this guy all the way around. Try not to knock down our bales. And we can get him to start filling up again. So we're going to need to put just some straight straw bales in there eventually. Right, so what I'll do now is it's probably not the best way to pick them up. Oh, oh. Pick up both of these guys. Whoa. Oh, get off. Alright, can you go in there? Only got one too. Can we? Not quite. What I've joined it by bloody hand, I reckon. There we go. That one's in. That one's in. We need 2 hay bales. A little bit too close to it. Oop. Beautiful, there we go. Pick it up now, it should be 16,000 litres. Tip side to the right. Move forward through to there, there we go. You can imagine how much that isn't going to fill up. That's 15,000 litres. Alright, well, what I'll do is I'll get this done off camera. We'll end the episode here. At least you guys have seen me filling it up. I'll put all those other silage bales in, hay bales, straw bales, all that, and I'll put the straw in as well, which will give us like straw bedding. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, make sure you smash the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know what else you would like to see. It's been Brito. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.